Welcome you live to the New Orleans Superdome, as it will be the 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the 1-3 New Orleans Saints. Hello, everybody. This is the NFL Challenge 1981 replay, as we'll be taking the Pittsburgh Steelers and take them through the NFL season. So today will be week number 5. They're 3-1 so far, and we have a little bit of a pregame show for you today, as we can go over some of the things that have been happening so far. The Steelers started the season off losing 33-20 to Kansas City. Then in week 2, in overtime, beat Miami 26-23. Then defeated the Jets in a struggle 11-10. Then in week 4, defeated the New England Patriots 23-14. So they come in with a record of 3-1. The Saints come in with a record of 1-3. The Saints are led by a rookie running back making his NFL debut today. His name is George Rogers. Unfortunately, he was not in the existing game when I first started the season. Kind of noticed that, so I added him in for week 4. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. Pittsburgh has given up on an average 184 yards a game rushing. As back-to-back weeks, they gave up 247 and then 234. Last week, they only allowed 111 yards to the New England Patriots on the ground, while allowing 145 to the New York Jets. The Pittsburgh Steelers, again, are led by Franco Harris, who's had 400-yard games in a row, although his stats have been coming down some since the beginning of the season. Pittsburgh, I believe, will be kicking off to start the game. The Saints will be receiving. And let's get this underway from the Superdome here in New Orleans. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and kick it off. So the Saints will take it. David Trout sends it deep. He sends it out to the 3-yard line, and the Saints return it all the way back. A great return for the Saints. So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And yes, I will be doing something a little bit different here. I put the Saints on a conservative offense, so they will be running the ball at will. So my job will be to stop this Saint offense. Again, they're not that good. We were talking about George Rogers, who basically led the NFL in rushing as a rookie. So again, this is his debut as a Saint. Again, I'm calling this game. I can only call every play one time. Then I have to come back and call something else. So here we go. There's George Rogers right up the gut. He gets 10. So the rookie NFL running back, the Heisman Trophy winner from South Carolina, has himself a 10-yard gain. So 1st and 10 from the Steelers 48-yard line. Not a very inauspicious debut for the Pittsburgh defense. Again, it's up the middle to Rogers again. Gets about 5. Ron Johnson knocked him down. So 2nd and 5 from the Steelers 43. Again, Steelers looking for different ways to stop this Saint offense, which we know. Here we go. And again, that's a catch. Larry Hardy, gain of 7, the starting tight end. And that's a 1st down for the Saints. I believe that is Archie Manning. Let's take a look and make sure if he is the one starting today. He is. Manning's a starter, ranked as an 89 as a passer. Actually, Wade Wilson, or Dave Wilson, the backup quarterback, rookie, is on the bench. Again, the Saints will bring it up. And again, they'll stop him, but Rogers just explodes out of the backfield and gets a bunch. So again, a 13-yard run by George Rogers, and the rookie from South Carolina is eating up this older Pittsburgh defense, and they knew they would have a problem coming in this game. Let's see what happens. Up the middle again, and that's a fumble, but George Rogers jumps on his own fumble, and the Saints will have a 2nd and 1. So the Steelers a golden opportunity to maybe get the ball right back, but Rogers able to get his own. So again, up the middle, Rogers gets only a couple, enough for a 1st down. So the Saints opening drive of the ball game, First down and 10 from the Steeler 12-yard line. We'll see if Pittsburgh can stop this. And to get up the middle, not much there. That's Rodgers for 4. Joe Green on the tackle, 2nd and 6. Now the Steeler 8. Steeler again trying to bring like a close yardage defense in this thing. See if they can stop him. And yes, Rodgers only got 4. Green, 3rd and 2 from the Steeler 4. What do? Do you go for it on a 4th down if they can stop him? Or do they kick the field goal? Let's see what the call is made up the middle. Cannot get it. Holding on the Saints. Oh my goodness. A big penalty is called on the Saints. 3rd and 12 from the Steeler. Now I bet they're gonna look to pass. Steelers looking to blitz. Blitz shown at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what calls. He throws incomplete to Henry Childs, and they'll have to kick the field goal. And the kick is good. So the field goal from the Saints. So it's 3-0 New Orleans, taking about a 4-minute drive. And Larry Anderson takes it to the distance. He will get knocked down, but not after a 60-yard gain. Larry Anderson, a 60-yard return for Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh starts off with great field position at the Saint 27. Let's see, he'll give the ball. Let's see what they're going to do here. Trying to give the ball to Franco right away. Around the edge is Sidney Thornton, gain of 5. So Thornton gets a start, which is kind of interesting. Harris is the fullback. That would be why. So Thornton, gain of 5, starts it off. We'll see if this Saint defense can bring a stop early around the corner, and nothing there. Harris gains 2, so Ricky Jackson, a rookie linebacker, with a stop. 3rd and 3 from the 20. Again, David Trout has had his offs and ons during this season. And let's see if they're going to go for Benny Cunningham in this situation. He's been the receiver. He's been hot. And incomplete for Cunningham. And it's now a 4th and 3. So now they're in a position where they probably should kick the field goal here and tie this game up. Or will they go against this Saint defense? Well, Trout will come out. He'll kick the field goal. Hopefully it'll be good. And does. So David Trout ties it up. And we are tied at 3. So Larry Anderson, 60-yard kickoff return. Definitely a big help to that drive. A 30-yard kickoff return for the Saints. First down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Again, it's going to be to stop. It is going to again be stop the George Rodgers show. Again, motion on the Saints. They had a huge penalty in that first drive. Again, they're going to try to play more of a 4-3, trying to stop this rushing game from the Saints. Will it stop them here? Looks like again they'll throw, and it's caught. So a good catch there for Rodgers out of the backfield. 2nd and 7. And now it looks like Pittsburgh is showing blitz. They come to the line of scrimmage. Archie Manning looks. Nope, they're going to try to run the ball, and Rodgers gets 3. So Robin Cole on that stop. 3rd and 4 from their 34. So already a big stop in this game. It is a 3-3 ball game. 7:37 to play in the first quarter. Play action pass for Manning to James Scott, but an incomplete. So Pittsburgh will get the ball on a punt here. They'll get it as return of 9. So a good return. And Pittsburgh will start at their own 27-yard line. 7:14 to play here in the first quarter. Franco Harris takes the ball. He'll get a good chunk. Good run from Harris for 11. Automatic first down. So big Franco Harris run there. That tells you they should be able to run on this Saint defense. Bradshaw comes back to the line of scrimmage. One back. That's Harris. He gets about 4. And Erwin Moore on the tackle. 2nd and 6. We'll see if Pittsburgh continues to keep the ball on the ground. Again, they're in that single back offense of theirs. And again, up the middle. No, Harris is stopped cold as Derlin Moore this time makes a big stop. 3rd and 5 from their own 43. Let's see what we'll go with here. So Bradshaw will take it. Steps right back. He looks, wants his receiver, gets the first. Oh, an illegal block call. And Chuck Noll cannot believe it. Now it's a 3rd and long. So now Bradshaw will go into the shotgun formation. We'll see if this will work for him. Here he looks. He throws incomplete to Benny Cunningham, unable to make the catch. So they will punt here. So Colquitt comes out the kick. It is going to be after a 49-yarder. And now the punt returner for the Saints comes out of the ball game limping. So he will come out. 5:32 to play in this first quarter. Game tied at 3. Saints giving Pittsburgh an early game here. Up the middle again, and Rodgers is stopped. Joe Green makes a big stop. So that's what Pittsburgh needed. They need a big stop on first down, 2nd and 9. Will they run the ball game? No, play action for Manning. Incomplete to James Scott. So again, 3rd down and a long 9 from their 24. 3-3 score, 4:48 to play. Pittsburgh again showing blitz to the line of scrimmage. Looking, throws, and it's caught. A gain of 9. Hello, Steve Tate. Welcome aboard my Southern Utah friend. Thank you for coming in. Yes, this is one of my favorite games. Played it in college, and I think it still translates well as a football game. So Pittsburgh will again bring a single back offense into this game. And again, they're going to sweep outside to Harris, gets maybe 5. Kovac on his tackle, 2nd and 5 from their 46. So Pittsburgh will again come out. So again, they seem to like this one back attack of theirs where Harris lines up in back. Ooh, this time it's stopped cold by Chuck Evans. So New Orleans comes out and hits a big stop. It's a 3rd and 6 from their 46. And now they will come out. And I think they've been unsuccessful looking for Benny Cunningham. Let's see if he's open here. He is. Big catch for Benny Cunningham. So he gets a big catch, gain of 11, 1st down and 10 from the New Orleans 43-yard line. We'll see if, again, it's like again a stop early here. Harris gain of 4, Kovac on a tackle, and Chuck Noll may want to change his plan here and maybe go with something else. 2nd and 6. Again, they're going to go the same. Oh, they went to a trap this time. That's a Steeler trademark. Grooms on the tackle. 3rd and 2 from the Saint 35. David Trout definitely not in range. Let's see if they go short yardage. They will. Looking up the middle, gets an illegal block, and Chuck Noll wants to know where that's coming from. 3rd and 12. Holy cow. So Pittsburgh now, again, 3rd and long. So again, they are going to go, looks like a short yardage play. They could be looking for Benny Cunningham. He's open, but no, Bradshaw is sniffed out of the pocket, and they'll have to bring Colquitt out here on a 4th and 12. And the Saints will probably get it on a deep punt. No, it rolls into the end zone. So only a 29-yard net, a 3-3 tie, 1:30 remaining here in the first. So that gives George Rodgers a chance here. And they do give it to Rodgers right off the bat. He gets 6. Cole on attack. Ooh, and Rodgers will come out the ball game. So he'll come out limping. So they'll get to the training staff. They didn't have the blue tent back then, but it looks like they will use it. They'll build a little blue tent so they can take a look at them. Always wondering why they have that. Again, the Saints got to continue running the ball. So Wayne Wilson comes out, number 30, gets 5 yards and a 1st down for the Saints. 1st down and 10 from their own 31. Last minute to play here in the first quarter from the New Orleans Superdome. That's going to be, oh, nothing there. Ben Norman. Oh, and he is shook up, and he'll be walked off the field. He'll be helped off by his teammates and staff. Looks like, and he'll be put onto the golf cart, and it looks like he will be done for the rest of the game. So he is done. So one of the Saints guys comes out, and again a big sack. This time, Jack Ham came in from the outside. It's now a 3rd and 18. So now this Steeler team showing blitz a lot of times. Let's see if they can get a play action pass. Incomplete to James Scott. Oh boy, what a play that is. So a bad punt by the Saints, 14 yards on the return, and Pittsburgh will get it 1st and 10. So that was who's actually a good punter, Rexel Erxenburn from Texas, an All-American, came in the league with good credentials. That's probably a little bit low for him. The field goal earlier was by Benny, don't call me Ricky Ricardo. So 1st and 10 from the Saint 40-yard line. We are tied at 3. Stats so far, Saints 77-47. So Pittsburgh's offense has not had a great start so far. And let's see what they will go with here. Again, they want trying to get this running game going. Harris up the middle gets about 5. So Kovac with a stop. So that's a good start to be in. Second short yardage, 5 yards. Again, they'll start keeping around that 3-4, 3-5 area. That's a gain of 4. And now here comes a short yardage. Grossman and Cunningham, the extra tight ends. Number 25 for the Saints is now going to be will limp off the field. It looks like he shot return. So 3rd and 1. Saints again calling a short yardage defense and 1st down. Oh, a holding play. Another tough penalty on Pittsburgh late in this game. Oh, wow. They just continually just nailing him here. So now Bradshaw's going to look to one of his golden receivers here, and he just gets close. Sidney Thornton has Dave Waymer with a tackle. 4th and 1 from the Saint 31, and they're going to bring the short yardage crew on the field. So let's see if they can get it. So here comes Bleier, Grossman, Cunningham. They know what's coming, and a 1st down as Franco Harris gets 2. So 1st and 10 from the Saint 29-yard line. The play works well, so that will give Pittsburgh the ball. Again, that is Bradshaw and back of Webster looking. Well, and he catches the receiver, Sidney Thornton, one of his safety valves for gain of 6. It is now 2nd and 4 from the Saint 23. So Bradshaw comes out, one back offense. Let's see if they go. Yes, they do. Back to Harris. It's a big gain. This time, Harris a gain of 11. Tom Myers on the tackle. 1st and 10 from the Saint 12-yard line. We'll see if they can continue this offense that they're on right now. Up the middle's Harris, but Derlin Moore stopped it cold for 2. 2nd and 8. From the Saint 10-yard line. They want to be able to get 6 on this possession if they can. Bradshaw looks straight, coming, but Bradshaw's going to come out of the pocket and try to run. He is stopped cold. Mike Jolly on the stop. So 3rd and 8 now. Tough call for Pittsburgh. And again, they're going to, they didn't want to call that. Oh, it might work. It might work. Let's see. Harris and, he's short. 5 for Franco. And I don't think that was the call they meant to call. 4th and 3. Will they go for the field goal here? Will they go if they still get a 1st down? They're at the Saint 5, and they will go for it. So they'll come out in the field. Short yardage offense. Let's see what they go with here to get it. Can they get the 1st down? Bradshaw stops. Look, touchdown, Benny Cunningham. Oh, another penalty on this Pittsburgh team. Oh, and Chuck Noll is just giving the officials such hard times right now. 4th and 13. So David Trout will come in, and he boots it right. That is David Trout for you. He is Jekyll and Hyde all in one, and then the Saints will get it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Oh, a golden opportunity goes by the boards, and they give the Saints a chance. Rodgers a gain of 5. Dennis Winston on the tackle. As George Rodgers comes back in the game, he seems to be healthy. That could be bad news for Pittsburgh. We'll see if they continue to give the ball back to Rodgers this time, too, for Ness on a tackle. 3rd and 3 from their own 27. Can Pittsburgh make a big stop here in the second period? And yes, they'll give the ball back to him and stop him. So Rodgers is stopped by Joe Green. 4th and 2, and they'll be forced to punt. Again, a bad kick by Russell Exerburn. So Pittsburgh again, 1st and 10 for their own 46. We have a 3-3 tie with 8:50 remaining to play. So Pittsburgh, a touchdown taken off the board because of penalties. They've had 4 huge ones today. Up the middle for 4 for Harris. Kovac has been the main tackler. Ooh. So 71, Steve Corson will come out. And then we'll bring in the game Tunch Ilkin. So Tunch Ilkin will come in. He's a youngster on this Steeler defense. We'll see if Pittsburgh can maybe get a big score here. They need to go in the second half of the score and stop. So Harris stopped by the rookie Glenn Red. 3rd and 4 from the Saint 48. Again, taking advantage of the Saint mistakes, and they're getting good field position, and unfortunately they're not able to get something going here. Dropping back is Bradshaw, looking and gets the big catch. There's Cunningham, the big threat for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 from the Saints 36-yard line. Let's see if Pittsburgh can keep this drive going right now. Oh, Harris got stopped by the young rookie linebacker Ricky Jackson. 2nd and 12 now from the Saints 38-yard line. Oh, what a stop that was. We'll see if Pittsburgh can now make a big play. Second, I think they could have. Bradshaw stopped. There's a big catch and a touchdown. Holy cow, there's the catch. He beats the D back deep, and that is a touchdown for Pittsburgh. So a huge catch in this game makes it 9-3 Pittsburgh. That is Lynn Swan for 38 yards. So Swanee gets the big touchdown, and it's 10-3. So Pittsburgh, actually in this exact game, I think led 10-3 at the half. So basically writing history the same as it actually happened, surprisingly enough. We'll see if the Saints can maybe get a score, maybe to come in this half. Gain of 2 for Rodgers. So Joe Green has made a point to shadow George Rodgers and trying to stop that rookie phenom making his NFL debut today. And let's see what they do. Looking, Manning, catch of only 2 to James Scott. Donnie Shell was exactly in his face. 3rd and 6 from their own 24-yard line. Pittsburgh showing blitz. Let's see if they're able to do anything. Looking incomplete to James Scott. That's a 4th and 6. And the Saints will have to kick. And finally, Exerburn gets another short punt of 30 yards. So 1st and 10. Pittsburgh will get it from their own 46. And Pittsburgh, again, will see if they can add a score here towards the end of the first half. So again, Harris takes around the outside, not really getting far enough out there. Harris for 3, Crooms on a tackle, 2nd and 7. So Pittsburgh trying to get a good offensive score right now. We'll see if they can do it. Drop straight back is Bradshaw looking. He made another nice catch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lynn Swan has beaten a DB for the 2nd straight time, this time for 51 yards, and the Steelers now lead it 16-3. Holy smoke. David Trout again misses an extra point, his 2nd miss, and the Steelers with 4:42 remaining in the first half lead by 13 as Terry Bradshaw, 6 of 9, 128 as Lynn Swan out of Southern California. 2 catches for 89 yards and a couple touchdowns. So now the Saints will get it here down by 13, and that's an illegal block by the Saints. So they'll start deep in their own part of their end zone. So 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Pittsburgh again will show like they're showing blitz from the outside. We'll see if that will do anything to Archie Manning right now. They keep the ball running it. Wayne Wilson for a gain of yards. Steve Furness, and that is Steve Wilson now going. So Wade Wilson will be out for the rest of this half. So again, he'll go out. So it looks like Saints are getting their share of injuries right now. 2nd down. Manning drops back and he hits his tight end. Oh, what a catch there by Bob Fisher. Gain of 27. That is their 3rd tight end. So they must have went to that all strong, which is a game breaker if you can call in the right situation. Up the middle is Rodgers. He gets about 6. So Winston on a tackle. The Saints would consider this a win if they can get a field goal in this case, but they're looking for more with 3:19 remaining. Play action pass Manning, incomplete to James Scott. Now a clutch 3rd and 4 call. Can the Saints make a big 1st down or will get stopped here? Up the middle for Rodgers and a 1st down, but it's a face mask on Pittsburgh. It is not tacked on, so they will deny the penalty and give George Rodgers a 1st down for the Saints. So we go here, 3 minutes to go, 1st half from the Superdome. Ooh, Rodgers, it's Jimmy Rodgers this time. Gains a yard, so it's a 2nd and 9 from their own 45. Pittsburgh again looking short yardage kind of way. Let's see if that's going to help or stop them here. Oh, what a catch what a throw by the legendary Archie Manning. Catches his receiver down the field for a 1st down. Is he knocked out of bounds? He is. So James Scott, I believe, played for the Bears. And now it's a 1st and 10 from the Steeler 18. So Pittsburgh giving up a big play to Archie Manning. That's a gain of 2 for Rodgers. That'll take him down to the 2-minute mark. Or at the 2-minute mark here on NFL 1981. It's Pittsburgh 16, Saints 3. This is week 5 of the National Football League. We're back here, 2nd and 8 from the Steelers 16. The Saints now will see if they can make a big. Oh, they're going to give it to Rodgers. Rodgers almost blew it right into the end zone. Gain of 12. And that has been the Steelers' bugaboo so far in this season. Has been that run defense of theirs. They got chewed up real early in the season. They thought maybe they fixed things. It's going to be Rodgers around the end. Gets about 3. And I will go for it if they get the 4th down this way. I will go for it if they need to. Let's see if they can. Round the edge again to Rodgers. He gets stopped 3rd and goal. Ooh. Let's see. Will they go 3rd down? And they'll pass. Touchdown, Saints. So the Saints passed on a 4th and 1. Get the score, and they're back in this ball game at 16-9. James Scott will and the field goal by Ricardo is good. So now with 41 seconds to play here in the 1st half, it's 16-10 Pittsburgh. So a kickoff by Benny, don't call me Ricky Ricardo. And a receive by Larry Anderson. Gets a gain of 35. Again, a huge return. 1st and 10 from their own 43. Any amount of time is enough time for my man Lynn Swan. So we'll see if we could find him deep again and see if we can find him for 6. Bradshaw looks straight back. He looks incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oh, what an opportunity there, but the Saints were able to stop. Now let's see if maybe they can go to the other side of the field and look for Mr. Stallworth, who should be open. He looks, and there's a catch for Stallworth, but he only got 9. So tick, 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 tick. Running time is running low here in the 1st half. Saints will call a D here. Pittsburgh, again, will just get a new set of downs. Probably call a time. Oh, stopped. It's inches. 4th down, and they will take it down to the last play, so nothing weird can happen. And that's it. So the first half is over. So let's look at the stats. Rodgers, 97 yards rushing. Harris, 68. Manning, 7 of 13 for 90. It is Bradshaw, 7 of 11 for 137. 2 touches, 2 touchdowns for Swan. No interceptions. 1 sack for Pittsburgh. Good return yardage from Larry Anderson. The kicking has been Trout's missed 1 extra point, 1 field goal, and that's why we sit 16-10 Pittsburgh start of the second half from the National Football League 1981 replay, Pittsburgh Steelers style. They will start off and get the second half kickoff here as the Saints will now kick off to Larry Anderson. 2 big returns so far. It's short, but Anderson only able to get it out to the 25. They again will try to stay again strong here and see if they can get it. Not much there, though, so Harris will maybe get 4. Ricky Jackson playing a very good defense, one of the rookie linebackers. Again, try not to call the same play twice is kind of what I'm trying not to do and abuse a play. Ooh, gain of 5 for Harris. Short yardage comes in, so that would mean the extra tight ends. And here comes their lined up short yardage. Handing to Franco Harris up the middle. Up the middle he goes, gets the first down again. Pittsburgh is hit with a penalty that is just literally crippling on that clipping. 5 penalties, 65 yards. It's a 3rd and 10 from their own 25. They are again going to start behind center. They're going to look for Cunningham on this play. Can he get open? It's caught and first down. John Stallworth. So Stallworth gets a huge catch and a first down, and they'll move the markers. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Again, let's see again. Harris around the edge. He gets the edge and gets another first down. So Harris, a gain of 10. And we'll see. Sidney Thornton now is the other man in back here. We'll see if they give it to Sidney here. It may not. Whoa, Thornton is just absolutely destroyed by Jerry Bowarski, another one of those rookie nose tackle from the Saints. 2nd and 11 from their own 45. So not a good play call. We'll see if they'll maybe go back to see if they can hit Benny on a pass here. Again, he scrambles. He looks, and no, Cunningham unable to release and get the catch. So it's a 3rd and 11 from their own 45. So now it's a difficult situation, 3rd and long. Now you want to try to call the play that's going to get them the first. What will they do? They're going to look for Stallworth. Can they find Stallworth? They do. Stallworth, a gain of 18. And say it with me, folks. First down, Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 from the Saints, 37-yard line, as Franco Harris is going to come back in the game, and around the edge, he's going to try, but he's stopped by, again, Ellis Grooms. So 2nd and 8 from the Saint 35-yard line, New Orleans Superdome, 16-10 Pittsburgh, Week 5 of the National Football League. Again, Pittsburgh comes up again, goes to the same yards offense. Again, trying to get it loose, but Harris is stopped. So it's a 3rd and kind of manageable 5 yards here. From the 32, Trout, you never know where you're going to get from David Trout. They would want to get a first down if possible. We'll see if they go to their tight end here and get a first down. They're looking, and it's caught. Randy Grossman gets a big catch, the other tight end. 1st and 10 from the Saint 25-yard line. So a big play there. See, again, this is Pittsburgh's first drive to start the second half. Oh, another penalty, and Chuck Noll is livid. 1st down and 20 from the Saint 35. We'll see if they continue going to the same play. Ooh, they may hit something wrong there. We'll see if that works. Looking straight, a big catch. How about that for Swan? Gets 15. That's a 2nd and 5. So big catch for Swan, his 3rd catch of the day. This is the kind where the receivers come up with a big game. Harris up the middle, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Oh, what a run for Franco. So a 20-yard touchdown, and Pittsburgh leads 22-10. That is a 5.5-minute drive as David Trout gets the extra point. So Pittsburgh starts the second half with a bang. So now it's 1st and 10 Saints from their own 24, and here comes George Rogers and company. So a big-time defensive stop now Pittsburgh wants. They don't want to give it right back. And nope, they'll run the ball, and Rodgers will maybe get 2. Furness will stop them. So that's where this defense is going to have to make a stop. They don't want George Rogers to run loose on them. And they're going to look this time. Manning hits the running back or the tight end. That's Jimmy Rogers for 8. So hits the fullback and gets the first down. So the chains will move for the Saints. 1st and 10 from their own 34. And again, that's going to be Rodgers up the middle, maybe gets 8. So 2nd and 2. Again, they were trying to stay away from the 1-4. If you know this game, 1-3, 1-4, 1-6. I try to stay away from those two because they're such a defense. Oh yeah, okay. Hello, legends. How are you? Welcome to the National Football League Week 5 of the 1981 replay of the Pittsburgh Steelers season. Again, asking around the edge for Rodgers. Can he get loose? He can. He gets about 9. So again, Jack Hammond, Rodgers again. They will build that imaginary blue tent again, which they didn't have back then. Why they have it now, I have no idea. But why not? We'll give them a blue tent. And to Rodgers again, goes back in there. So we'll see what happens here. 2nd and 1 from the 46. This time they'll go to another running back. Oh, what a run there. So Jimmy Rogers gets 16. Mel Blount had to make a huge stop there. So it's 1st and 10 from the Steelers 30. So the Saints are answering the Steelers with one of their own drives right now. Oh, a fumble. But Dennis Winston could not jump on it. The Saints will recover. So it's a 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 from the 32. We'll see if they continue to run. Nope, Manning drops it incomplete to James Scott. So 3rd and 12. They're not exactly in field goal range for Benny. Don't call me Ricky Ricardo. So we'll see if they can. They may still go for the field goal here because of the distance. We'll see what happens. Play action looking incomplete to Scott. Let's see if they kick it here. 23-10, and it's good. So Babalu, Benny Ricardo with a field goal, and it's 23-13 Pittsburgh. 5:27 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Again, it's going to be returned for Larry Anderson. Gets it out maybe to the 29. And again, the Steelers will come out here. See if they can get a big offensive drive, maybe to knock the Saints out of this one. This is a game they really should win and win comfortably. But they're kind of hanging in there, and that's what Pittsburgh does not want. They don't want them to hang out. Pittsburgh wants to throw a knockout punch if they can right now. By running the ball, they kind of give the Saints an opportunity if they can. And they will stop that cold to 3rd and 5. So all of a sudden, a possible stop here. So 3rd and 5. Let's see if Pittsburgh can. Again, they're going to try to go to their tight end here. See if he's open. He looks, and he's caught. But what a play by Clarence Chapman. So again, George Rogers comes back in this football game. His helmet is on. So again, the second time he's been hurt with a minimal injury. They'll punt it back. Saints, again, can get within 7 with a field goal. Late stages, 3rd quarter. So Pittsburgh brings their defense out on the field again. You can tell they're kind of huffing and puffing out there. They drop it to the running back, and that's a gain of 6 for Rodgers out of the flat. Ooh, Mel Blount out of the football game. That's kind of a big injury. He should return sometime in the 2nd and sometime in the 4th quarter. So the running game has been 142 for the Saints, 121 Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh has given up as a team about 170 on the ground. This is nothing new. This is something they've been trying to work on. There's a catch. Rodgers out of the backfield. Robin Cole on a tackle. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 42. Again, a field goal here puts him down 7 in the final stanza. Round the edge again is Rodgers for 3. Banaszak on a tackle. 2nd and 7. Let's see what the Saints will call here. Will they run? Yeah, they're going to run the toss. And again, nothing. Rodgers for 4. LC Greenwood. So now it is now 3rd and 5. Again, long distance for Ricardo. Does he kick another one as long? They're showing blitz at the line. If they can get a blitz here, we'd be huge. Looking, it's called incomplete. Again, long field goal for Ricardo, and this time it's missed. So a miss from about 52, and it's 23-13 Pittsburgh with 2:09 to play here in the third quarter. So again, Franco comes out on the field. Let's see if he can get something going. He's trying, but he's stopped cold. Grooms on a tackle. Saints are starting to play that really well. So far 119 for Franco. And again, they're going to go short yardage here. What are they going to do? I think they like their tight end here. Oh, he got sacked. Oh, a big sack. Oh, a defensive holding call on the Saints. So a huge play. Derlin Moore's 11-yard sack will not get credited. So a holding will give Pittsburgh an automatic first down. And that might have been one of the big first downs of the ball game. That could have given the Saints a huge play. Around the edge is Franco. This time he gets about 6. Ricky Jackson, 2nd and 4 from their own 48. They want to keep putting this pressure on them. We'll see if they can. And there's a draw to Harris. He's right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 1, short yardage. It's not going to be the Philly push tush. It's going to be power football, Pittsburgh Steelers style. Double tight end. Here's the call, and Harris barrels through for about 5. So 1st and 10 from the Saint 44-yard line. And now Pittsburgh with a golden opportunity here. See again if they can push it through. Oh, did they fumble? Let's see if through the middle. It's a fumble, and the Saints got it. Saints got the football. Jim Kovac has been all over the place for the Saint defense. He picks up a Harris fumble, and the Saints get it. Oof, and number 73, Craig Wolfley, is out of the ball game. So Steve Corson will come back in. So that's a huge offensive line injury, and I kind of are playing injuries. So we may have to roll dice and see if he misses any more time. So again, that's a big game for Rodgers for 6. That should be the last play of the 3rd period. We played 3 for the New Orleans Super Bowl, 23-13 Pittsburgh. As we look at the stats, 337, 262 Pittsburgh. The offensive running game has been about even, 155 for the Saints, 146 Pittsburgh. And then you look at Bradshaw, 12 of 17, 191. Great game for Swan so far. Manning, 10 of 19, 115 and a touchdown. No picks in the game, 1 sack. Again, the kicking team has been a kind of a factor so far. Pittsburgh unable to really pull things away. Up the middle first. Oh, 3rd inches. Rodgers. So now let's see if they can get it. They don't get it. I would probably take over and go for it in this situation for them. Let's see what happens. Rodgers up the middle and gets a first down. So Steve Rodgers, LC Greenwood will limp out, and he will not return. So, I don't want to put him in there. He should not be ranked the same thing. We'll bring John, don't call me Roseanne's husband, Goodman in the game. Again, he's a little bit lower, so he'll come in the game here. It's 1st and 10 from the 48. So again, another injury for Pittsburgh. This one will not be costly. We're going to have to see if he goes on the injury reserve. So now it's going to be a 1st and 5 again after a Pittsburgh penalty. They've been getting penalties all this game and hasn't affected them a lot. Play action pass. Oh, incomplete to James Scott at 2nd and 5. Great call there for Archie Manning. He tried to go to the distance on his 1st and 5. Pittsburgh showing blitz at the line. Let's see if that's going to work. Oh, play action. And it's a 1st down. That's James Scott for 21. When you call a blitz, you leave man-to-man coverage, and that's what happened. The veteran Archie Manning with a huge play. Up the middle, Rodgers unable to get anything. Steve Furness stopped Rodgers cold at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the 26. A field goal still works in the situation, puts the Saints down 7 as we play here in the 4th. Up the middle for Rodgers for 4. 3rd and 6 from the Pittsburgh 22. Benny Ricardo again kicking in the net, trying to get loose here. We come out and kick the field goal. We throws and incomplete. So here comes Benny Ricardo trying to make this a 7-point game. Mel Blount in the game, and the kick is good. So Benny Ricardo kicks another field goal, and it's 23-16. So we'll go ahead and get Mel Blount back in this game, as usually put the starters back in for me, but this time they didn't. So it will be, let's see, who is it? I guess it's Marvin Cobb I've never heard of. So we'll put Blount in that corner. So 1st and 10 from their own 21. Pittsburgh now with only a 7-point lead, 12:37 to play. Franco Harris comes out, 1 back offense. Again, it's going to be a trap up the middle, 6 more for Harris. Kovac, who has a fumble recovery in this football game, again has a big tackle there. He's been all over the place for this Saint defense. Again, that's going around the middle. Harris is going to be stopped cold. Derlin Moore. 3rd and 4 from their own 27. A 7-point lead for Pittsburgh. 11:45 to play. Pittsburgh trying to get a huge win here. Again, that's going to be up the middle, and it's 1st down. So Harris gets 4. Enough for a 1st down, and they will move the chains. So they're coming in short yardage, double tight end. We'll see if it works here, what they're looking for. Looking for Cunningham. No, he tried to get it out to him as fast as he can, and Cunningham was not there. 2nd and 10 from the 31. That's a big play now. Usually they get a big play on 1st down to kind of set themselves up. We'll see if the Saints stop this. And they will. They're going to allow 4. Again, it's Kovac playing again. He's basically spot shadowing Franco Harris. 3rd and 6 from the 35. So a huge play here for Pittsburgh. They're going to go shotgun here and see if they can go to one of their slants. Can they find a slant? No, it is. What a catch by Swan, who just gets enough for a 1st down. That is a great catch by a veteran, Lynn Swan. And the Steelers, a 1st down, as they'll take this under 10 minutes and a fresh set of down. What a catch for Swan. You want to remember that play. That could be the key play of this game. Harris around the edge, and Harris explodes. This time for 16. Big run for Harris. 1st and 10 from the Saint 43-yard line. Bradshaw comes up. You can tell they smell blood. We'll see if they're able to get a big play on this. Up the middle again. Harris gains a gain of 6. So Harris now starting to feel it. The Steelers starting to feel it. They want to go 4-1 on this season, trying to catch the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC. And that's a gain of 4 for Harris. 1st and 10 from the Saint 33 as they will again get a fresh set of downs. Again, looking up the middle, and that will be a gain of 4 for Harris. And, Harris is out for the rest of the half. Ooh. So they will go to Frank Pollard here. So now Harris comes off the field, leaves with 186 rushing. Oof. So that's a huge injury coming late in this game. 2nd and 6 from the Saint 49. We'll see if they get the same play call and the same, well, they can. Pollard, and he gets a big run himself. So the young rookie, Frank Pollard, gets 11. 1st and 10 from the Saint 18. What a drive for the Steeler team. They've had the ball for 26 minutes, so basically it's been an even contest. Pittsburgh again showing short yardage. Will they look for Cunningham here? And no, they hit it. Randy Grossman. Oh, an offensive pass interference. Holy smokes. And that is going to be a 1st and 20 as the Steelers have been getting hit hard with penalties. 8 penalties for 90 yards in this ball game. And now we'll see. Bradshaw's going to stop back. They'll see if they can find a receiver here. Looking, big catch for Stallworth and a touchdown. So Stallworth adds where Swan leads off. That is a catch of 28. 1st down, touchdown, Pittsburgh, and they lead 30-16. So what a catch for Stallworth. Bradshaw, 14 of 20 for 225, and that Stallworth catch of 28 gives him 4 for 66. So a huge play in this game. And now Pittsburgh will come out a little bit loosey on their defense. They're not really going to care what they do. And an incomplete to Henry Childs. So the Saints were going deep on that. And again, Pittsburgh had it covered perfectly. So again, 2nd down, looking only a short yardage as Dwayne Woodruff, Det Scott. So that will be J.T. Thomas coming out on the field. So he's going to be out. That could be big if you look at things. 3rd and 8. And Pittsburgh, again, will try to play a little short yardage just in case. And incomplete to Scott. They try to bring Donnie Shell on the blitz. And I think this, folks, could be over. As with 7:06 to play, the Saints will kick it back. Pittsburgh a chance to really run things out here. We'll take a look at the NFL schedule, and that's a gain of 3 for Pollard as the clock will stop for a moment so I can take a look at things. So this was going to be week 5. So if you are watching my replay, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, do all this. Again, we're going to try to get most of the games here, and we can hopefully get those. I'm playing the other games kind of on the side. So week 6, let's take a look and see who Pittsburgh will get in week 6. So let's see. They will go to Cleveland on a 1 o'clock start for next Sunday. So a game against the Brownies. So be with us for that one, folks, as it will be the Steelers taking on the Browns. That'll be the next game on our broadcast. Hey, Wesley, my friend. Welcome down under, my friend from down under. How are you? Thank you for being here for my first live. Another win. Yeah, it looks like we're going to play well enough to win. Yeah, I realized in this that they don't add the rookies well. So I had to add George Rogers to this team for week 4. So, and he basically led the NFL in rushing that year. So he's had a really good game, but I've been able to keep the ball away from him and made some big plays when I needed to. So that's been huge. Lost Harris. We'll see if that has anything to do with it right now. We'll see if they can get a first. Oh, gain of 2. It's 4th and 2. They're down 14. Do they decide to give the Saints? You know what? We'll go for it. We'll let this clock run a bit. So 4th and 2. Tough play call for Chucky Noll here. If they can make a big play out of it, we'll see if they can do that. And they're going to see if they can go back to Mr. Benny Cunningham. I think they did. Let's see. They look, and a big catch for Benny Cunningham. So Benny Cunningham, gain of 27 yards. And I believe this one is over from the New Orleans Superdome. Pittsburgh leads 30-16, outscoring the Saints 14-6. Next week, they will take on the Cleveland Browns, who will still have a game this week to play before we can tell. They've kind of struggled also. They're one in they're showing 1 and 2. I'm gonna have figure that out and see if that is correct or not. But we'll have everything updated. Hopefully, by the time we meet 4-1, so it's a 2nd and 6, under 4 minutes to play. So they give it back to Pollard up the middle. Oh, so Borski with the tackle. It's now 3rd and 5. There's that big play the game Pittsburgh had. They hit a slant late in this game, and that basically catch by Swan, and Jim Smith unable to catch it. Ooh, the Saints, number 24, will come out. He's done for the day. So that's now going to be a 4th and 5 Pittsburgh. Does Trout kick a field goal, make it 33-16, and it's good. So David Trout kicks a field goal to help his psyche out. Pittsburgh has outscored the Saints 17-6 here in the second half. The Saints now have a 1st and 10 from their own 16, 3:09 to play. Pittsburgh brings out, again, their defense. They're going to play action for Manning and a big catch. So Tinker Owens, gain of 20. So Tinker Owens makes a nice catch. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Again, play action pass. Looking big catch again. Tinker Owens for 17. So big time catches here for Tinker Owens from Archie Manning. We'll see what happens here. Manning looks at a big catch. How about that? So Larry Hardy, gain of 28. All of a sudden, the Saints wake up in this drive and hit 3 huge plays. We'll see again, play action pass from, again, incomplete. So Manning looks 2nd and 10 from the Steeler 19. We'll see if they can make the big play here. Another catch. Tinker Owens having a huge quarter here for the Saints. 1st and 10. 1st and goal from the Steelers. 7, 2.5 to play. And let's see, play action pass incomplete to Owens. Again, they should be looking touchdown here if they can. We'll see if they can get it here. Looking, and that's an incomplete to Andre Thompson. 3rd and goal from the 7. And I guess I would have to go for it myself, just they don't get it. And that's going to be a blitz. There's a big sack, and there is Donnie Shell. So Benny Ricardo misses it. Oh, my goodness. They went for the field goal, and they missed a chip shotter. That is definitely the New Orleans Saints season. So with 2 minutes to play, Pittsburgh now will look to finish things up on a high note. We'll see what they can do. Running around the edge. That's Thornton for 3 and another penalty for Pittsburgh. Again, that clock stops on every penalty. Sidney Thornton again will take it around the edge. Not much there. Just let the clock run if they're not going to call timeout on you. So 1:33. This will probably take you down to about 1 minute remaining. We'll let that one run again, folks. This has been the NFL Challenge Replay 1981 season for Pittsburgh. This will send them to 4. This will send them to 4-1 heading to Week 6 at Cleveland. So again, here it comes. Again, they start off again with the short yardage up the middle. That'll make it 3rd and 16. Oh, does the injury stop the clock? Let's see. Nope, they'll just let it run, and they should probably have to maybe snap it on 4th down. We'll see what happens. So Terry Bradshaw on a 3rd and 16. They'll have to snap it about 17 seconds, and that should be it. They're not going to go in victory formation either. They're going to probably hand it to Franco or maybe a little quarterback keeper here. We'll see what they do. Up the middle, Harris, a big 1 yard for Bradshaw. And there it is. They won't have to run another play regardless. So 3, 2, 1, ball game. Pittsburgh will win this by the score of 33-16. Pittsburgh 471 offense. The Saints 366, 186 for Franco, 15 of 22, 252 for him. Again, Craig Wolfley's injury could be interesting. He's a solid offensive lineman. He was the only Steeler that went out for the game, so we'll have to see how that affects him. If he played in every Steeler game, then he'll have a minimal chance of being injured for long term, kind of what I play. So we'll see how that goes. Final score is Pittsburgh 33, Saints 16. They outscored the Saints 17-6 in the second half, 219, 166 rushing. Pittsburgh, again, gave about 160, 170 rushing, but they're able to keep a Saints offense off their toes and off the scoreboard for the most part. Pittsburgh led 16-10 at the half, and like I said, outscored the Saints 17-6 in the second half, winning, going away 33-16. Thank you, folks, for coming in. This will save my game for me. And then we'll be back again, and it will be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns from Cleveland's Municipal Stadium. Thank you, folks. Please like, please subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you on the other side.